Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, NinjaGuyVR here, and today we're doing a review of Sugar Mess Let's Play Jolly Battle. You know, I've played the game during the week and I've completed it, and I've even played a little bit afterwards, so let's go ahead and check the game out. So Sugar Mess is a game that was initially released on June 1st, 2023, and it is currently available on MetaQuest via App Lab and Pico Store for $8.99 Canadian. And on top of that, it is stated to be coming soon on Steam. I have a link of all the stores in my description, so check it out. The game has been developed by Jolly Co, and I believe that this is their first game released in VR. I'm always intrigued to see how well a game does, especially when it is the first time that a developer is dipping their toe into VR. So let's jump into the game now. The story is about a sugar prince who once dreamt of building a kingdom. He created a robot in order to make his dream come true. They were good friends, and the prince finally accomplished his dream. But he didn't stop there and wanted to expand on his dream, so he created a bigger robot to help out, while abandoning his previous one. Now suddenly, out of nowhere, Cake started attacking the kingdom, and it's your job to get to the end of things and understand why this is happening. I really like the pop-up book style of the storytelling. It makes it pretty unique and interactive since you have to pull on the side to change pages. On top of that, the game offers story segments after every single stages, so I find it a nice reward to have after completing one. You don't see that much effort in storytelling, I find, nowadays. The main gameplay involves around shooting enemy cakes. There are different types of enemies. There are ones that just straight up tries to crash into you. There are some that are at a distance and try to shoot lollipops at you. And then there are the tanky ones that takes a few hits to destroy. As you can see, this is very arcadey, and I really like this style of gameplay, but something that I also really like is the sense of progression, and this game has it, since this is kind of like a story mode where you go from level to level after each completion. You also have a couple of abilities that you can use. When you take a hit, you lose health that you can see by looking at your watch. There's an health regeneration power that you can grab and recover some of it. What's nice is, as far as I can tell, there's no limit to how much health you can have, so as soon as I was getting one of these, I would use them right away. The other ability that you have is a power that eliminates all enemies around you. This is very convenient when you're in a sticky situation where there's too many enemies or when you don't have time to reload your gun. Speaking of guns, at the end of the level, your gun gains experience and can eventually go up to level 3, which gives it more power, like faster shooting speed for example. There's a total of 3 guns that you can have. The initial gun is the pistol, but you can unlock the other 2 by buying them with coins. You can acquire coins by completing a level, and the better you do in a level, the more coins you get. The arcade also have another feature. If you press the little green button, you actually have access to an arcade game. It's simply there to be there, which is kind of a nice little feature. The game reminds me of the old Mario Brothers game that you could play in the arcades a long time ago. It's kind of hard to control the character with the joystick and buttons of the arcade, but it's still a neat little extra. So I've explained the main gameplay of the game, but there's actually different types of levels to keep the game fresh. My favorite is the rhythm game, where you have to hit the buttons with the hammers at the right time. Very fun. The only nitpick that I have is that the buttons are very close to each other, so sometimes I would hit 2 buttons at the same time by mistake, and that would damage my score multiplier. But the songs are fun and I just enjoyed them very much. Another type of level is the puzzles. You would basically need to press the buttons in front of you and you try to figure out a way to unlock the puzzle. On a side note, one thing that I want to say about the game is that it's not a difficult game. You know, if you feel like playing something casual, this would be a good game for you. This is also a game I would see to be great to play with the whole family. I feel like it would be something fun to watch for others. So the reason why I'm saying that for this specific type of level is because you actually have a button to skip the puzzle if you can't solve it. The last type of level that you get is boss encounters, and it's the type of fun that you'd find in a platformer, trying to figure out how to defeat them while avoiding objects and other things. I enjoyed them. So one thing I'd like to say is that the game is very short. It took me just about an hour to complete while focusing on the story, but there is good replayability, which I'm sure would add maybe an extra 2 hours in the game, and I did ended up playing a little bit more after finishing it. Something to keep in mind is that the game is only $8.99 Canadian, and it does feel like a fully quality completed game. I haven't encountered any glitches or anything that didn't feel polished. The things that you can do after finishing the game is you can grind coins to unlock all weapons and upgrade them. The game has achievements on MetaQuest that you can do to 100% complete the game, and you can replay the levels and try to achieve a S rank. Something that bothers me a little is that I would like to see these scores when you're on the map. since it is a bit tedious going on a level to see the scores, then go back, then go to another one. So that about covers what I have to say about Sugar Mess Let's Play Jolly Battle. I hope that this gives you a good view on if the game is for you or not. As I mentioned, I would recommend this game to people who are looking for a casual experience or for someone who's looking for a game for the whole family to play. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you enjoy my content, and comment if you have any questions or anything to say about the game. Thank you very much everyone and have a good rest of the day.